Customizing a blanket makes your gift even more special and they'll treasure it forever. So here's how to do an O and put it on your blanket after it's done. So I double up the yarn to kind of map out where I want it. This O is going to be a little bit more straight on the sides and not completely circular. So I'm counting the holes right here, and there's 8 holes. So from the top to the bottom there's 8, and then you go out 2 holes and up 1, and then you will have those sides for you, and that's on both sides there. Now if you want a more round O, like just a very, very round circle, push these 2 out just like this, and you will have a very round O or circle. So you could do, circle as well. So here I'm going to put these back though, because I want an O that's an actual, I don't know, maybe like a typewriter O that is kind of straight on the sides. And this turns out to be a little bit more of a blocky O, more like a varsity letter. And so if you want one of those, follow exactly what I do, and I'll stop along the way to show you what not to do if you don't want a blocky O. So pulling up loops, I start on the side. Don't start at the top because there is a reason it doesn't go together as well. So start on the side and remember which one you start with. There is a way to tell which one, but here's where, if you want to make it blocky, you're going to pull up a loop right between these 2 that you have the markers for, because you're going to do 4 loops across the top instead of just 2. And you're going to do 4 loops across the bottom instead of just 2 if you want it to be more of a varsity letter. Then you come down to where you've marked and pull up loops in each one of those loops going down, even if you don't have a marker in it. So here we go, all the way down. And then right here, we pull up a loop right next to that second loop because it's more of a blocky varsity letter, and then go all the way across to have 4 loops pulled up on the bottom as well. You want your O to be even, so whatever you do to the top and the side, you want to do to the other side and bottom. So we're coming up right here to bring up our last loop, and then be sure you know where your last loop is and cut your tail end if you haven't already. Mine's already cut because I was testing it out. Go to your first loop and put that second loop through the first, third loop through the second, and we're going to speed this up so that you can see I'm going all the way around and down and around until I reach the end here. Now on this end, you want to keep that loop, that end loop. You don't want to pull the whole thing through like we do sometimes. Take your tail end and go 1 hole in front of where you just have that loop. Put it through the loop on the underside, and then you're going to go even 1 up from where you pulled up that tail end and go through the O, so it pulls that loop across and up. So it's a seamless O all the way around. On the back, you'll want to clip your tail ends, and you can just fuse them together because they are right next to each other. I didn't leave myself much room here, so be careful with your fire, and if your AC is on, that's what it does. Sorry. Don't set your blanket on fire. And here it is. Who would you give this O blanket to?